Hey, what's up everybody? It's Joel, aka The Daily Guru, and it's time for another edition of Something Old, Something New. Today on Something Old, we're going to one of my all-time favorite records. This album is rarely far from me. I've loved it since the moment it came out. We're going to talk about Bjork's absolutely mind-blowing 1995 album, Post. Bjork is able to take everything from jazz to classical to electronic to rock to punk. You name it, she's able to take it and put it into these absolutely magical musical pieces. Nobody on the planet has ever made music like Bjork. Nobody on the planet ever will make music like Bjork. She's one of a kind and she's amazing. For me, one of the greatest things about Bjork's music is that her voice is absolutely another instrument in the mix. The way that she can move it, manipulate it, and make it work into so many moods is one of the reasons I love her so much, and she's rarely been better than she is on Post. For me, the reason Post is so fantastic is because I think it's the most diverse album she's ever put out. You have really deep, moody pieces like Headphones, which happens to be my favorite song she's ever done. You have the almost industrial sounding Army of Me. You have the single in It's Oh So Quiet. You have these great songs that almost take you on a journey like Isabel. It is absolutely fantastic. It's also the fact that Bjork can get so much different personality out of her voice, whether she's being soft and delicate and very, very gentle, or she's letting it go and just being completely open and letting her voice soar into the atmosphere. It is so amazing to experience nothing more than her voice, and the music over which she is singing just adds to the overall greatness. The music is fantastic, the vocals are fantastic, the lyrics are so intriguing and so beautifully written. There's nothing you can say about this record other than it's a perfect album. So when it comes to a unique sound, when it comes to a beautiful sound, when it comes to an artist that everybody should be exposed to, there's no question that Bjork is near the top of the list. You absolutely must own her 1995 record, Post. Okay guys, for something new, there's an album that came out earlier this year, and I feel the need to address it because it's been leading a lot of people astray. The name of the band is Iceage. The album is called New Brigade, and when it was released, it seemed every single music journalist on the planet was digging through their thesaurus, trying to find another way to say, this is the return of punk rock. But the problem is, I think that those music journalists forgot what punk rock actually is, because Iceage's New Brigade album is almost absolutely nothing like punk rock. To be honest, if Iceage is punk rock, then The Cure are punk rock, and so are Depeche Mode. And we know that's not true. But let me explain exactly why Iceage is more like a third-rate 80s new wave band than they are something actually worth hearing. Honestly, I know what the band is trying to go for with their goth-like, overly echoey, really thin drum kind of sound. They just miss it by a mile. The drumming is completely random, it almost seems like it's missing at times, and while certain bands like The Fall or System of a Down can pull that off, these guys can't. It just sounds like they don't have much talent. Almost the exact same thing can be said about the guitars. I understand what you're trying to do when you get the muddy sound in your guitar, but these guys take that idea and they pour a couple trucks of water onto that pile of mud. If Iceage is going for that we sound like we're talentless and we don't give a crap thing, they succeed, but they succeed way too well. It sounds like they don't care, it sounds like they rushed through the record, they were just too lazy and too busy to re-record the parts that were bad. Or maybe they're from the school that says if you distort it enough and you turn the volume up enough, it'll magically sound good. Then there's the vocals. The vocals fall somewhere between laughable and uninspired. All across the album, the singing sounds so forced and so lacking in integrity that the saving grace of the record is the fact that the vocals are buried so far back in the mix, you can barely hear them. I honestly do see the appeal of this album though. It is the perfect punk or hardcore record for anyone who shops at PacSun or Hot Topic. In fact, Iceage's New Brigade is so bad that I've invented a third category for it. It's not a buy it, it's not a borrow it, this album is a bin it. So that's what I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and click subscribe, go ahead and leave comments, go ahead and like the video, whatever you want. You can go ahead and email me at thedailyguru@gmail.com if there's a band or an album you think I need to check out. Go ahead and read my reviews every single day where I write about the greatest songs ever written at thedailyguru.net, and we'll see you next week.